Shields up, Iron Breakers. How's everybody doing today? On this fine Thursday night evening. On this fine Thursday night. Hopefully you're all doing good. As I've been telling you guys, I've been sick, and I know that I've been sick a lot. It's my kids. But yeah, I've got something that I might actually need to go to see a doctor or something because it's just not going away. But anyway, hopefully you're all doing good. Hopefully you're all ready for some Summer Games Fest. I'm very curious to see what's going to happen. Like I said earlier, if you guys were in the earlier stream, I think that a lot of times people have way too many expectations for these shows. I'm just happy that nowadays gaming is mainstream enough to have shows. You know, like listen, I'm 41 years old. Back in the day, in Portugal, you want me to tell you how many shows for gaming existed? You want me to tell you how many existed? The overwhelming quantity of one. There was one show on Portuguese television that would talk about video games. Literally one. That was it. Nowadays, we have all of these shows and people are like, man, these shows fucking suck. It's like, bro, we're spoiled for choice. It's like, listen, even if there's nothing there, at least there's something to watch on gaming, and it's something to fucking meme on. People got to look at these as events and not as something that, like, they're dependent on it for information. All right? That's the way that I look at it. Slam Iron, I completely forgot that SGF was too busy with Title Update 6. Hey, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. I don't think we're getting Monster Hunter 6. It is a possibility, though. I said yesterday that, like, listen, they do their final developer direct for Sunbreak on the 7th, and then we have Summer Games Fest on the 8th. It is possible that you'd get a teaser for Monster Hunter 6 today, and then you would get the proper reveal on Monday, because Capcom has a show on Monday, which will also be live streaming. But I don't know, because to me it just feels like Video Game Awards would be the better place to announce it. But that's the way I look at it. You know, I think that Video Game Awards would be the best spot. But it's like, that's the way I look at it. People always saying like, oh, these events are bad. And I'm just like, bro, I always have, if there's at least one or two games, I'll be like, cool. You know, the day that they just give me shit games, that'll be the day that I'll be like, all right, listen, this showcase was not good. This was all trash. But if you get like one or two games, I'm like, whatever. It's all good. And I will meme on the games that I like. Like, listen, if there's another fucking Five Nights at Freddy's in here, you better believe I'm going to meme the fuck out of that. You best believe. Not to mention, like, fuck is it? Fortnite Wilds, and give a damn about that. I'm mad. Maybe teaser for Elden Ring DLC? Depends on when they're planning to release it. I think probably Elden Ring DLC will be releasing next year, but sometime either before the end of March. So I think Elden Ring DLC would also make more sense at the Video Game Awards. I think it's too early for them to talk about Elden Ring DLC. Maybe. I could be wrong. How long will this be? So the actual show starts in about an hour. The pre-show starts in 23 minutes, so they're probably going to have like 30 minutes of pre-show filler content, whatever. And then after that is the proper show, and that show I think is going to last 2 hours. Because if we look at the schedule here, you can see that you have Summer Games Fest, and then immediately after there's the Day of the Devs at 5 p.m. EDT. So this one starts at 3 p.m., so it's 2 hours later. There's Day of the Devs, so it's 2 hours of key 3, so to speak. Now, in regards to all the things that I'm going to be covering, I can tell you right now, I'm going to be covering Summer Games Fest, obviously. Not going to be covering Day of the Devs. I'd love to cover Devolver, but it's way too late. It is way too late. You're insane. It's like, look, at this point, it's going to be 10 p.m. It's at 11. It's like, I'm not going to sit around all this time to then stream at 11. I'm going to chill. I'll probably watch it, though, because I love watching the developer, the Devolver Direct. Now, one of the things that I wasn't aware of was the fact that Asmongold is also hosting the OTK Games Expo. So I want to watch this one as well. We'll probably try to get this one. It says 11 a.m. PDT, so that seems like it'll be reasonably early. Like, let me see, 11 p.m. It'll be probably plus 7 hours. That'll be like 6 tomorrow, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Yeah, I can probably check this out. I think I'll check this one out. As a matter of fact, I'm adding it to the calendar. And I also have to add, the Capcom one. And I need to just, like, add events onto the channel. So shortly, maybe tomorrow, I want to take it easy today because I'm a little bit tired. But tomorrow I'll probably be adding all of these events onto the channel so that you guys can get notified for when we go live and all that jazz. But yeah, that's my plan. These are the events that I want to cover. Oh yeah, I also want to do the Xbox Games Showcase, but I have a problem. And that is that there is a baptism happening on Sunday. So I still need to talk to my friend, and I'll have to see if I can, if I can manage doing the Xbox show or not. So the Xbox Showcase, I really want to do it. If I can't do it, I might do it after the fact. That might be something that I do, or I might do a video about it. I don't know. But like Ubisoft, don't give a damn. I don't think there's anything Ubisoft will reveal that I'm going to care. If they do, it might just be their Star Wars game. If they manage to generate like an ounce of creativity, because good lord, Ubisoft has not had an ounce of creativity in the last fucking decade. All they do is iterate. Ubisoft formula, boring, blah, 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 blah. That's whatever. Need more, put it in me veins. I want to see more new stuff from Capcom. I'll be curious to see, dude. By the way, in July, I'm going to see if I'm able to, it depends because July, vacations, kids. It's going to be a really rough month for me as well. But I'm going to see if I can play some Exoprimal. I want to check it out. Is Square Enix not doing a show this year? That's a good question. Square Enix 2023 show. They have one? I don't see it. Maybe they're not doing one. I don't know. Hype for Armored Core 6 Rubicon? Yeah, dude. 1,000 free spins for Rathalos. Is the stream starting in 30 minutes or 1 hour? The stream starts in 20 minutes, but the actual show starts in about 50. You think they'll reveal Monster Hunter 6 in here? I think there's a low possibility. Like, if you were to ask me in terms of percentages, I would say there's a 20% chance that there's a Monster Hunter 6 teaser and then more details on Monday. But I think the big star on Monday is probably going to be Dragon's Dogma 2. So we might even get, like, maybe another trailer for... I think we're getting another trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2. And we might get, like, a release date. Maybe. I don't know. Hey, Ray, hope you're doing good. Dude, I'm doing fantastic. I was so surprised. By the way, guys, can I just say how surprised I was at the amount of views that we got on the review for Diablo 4? I was really surprised. Like, that video took off yesterday, and I was like, wow. Shit, I was not expecting that. I was really surprised. But, sometimes you get some of those that just hit. It's cool. Which is nice, because I like playing Diablo 4. I'm going to be streaming more of it tomorrow, most likely. So, good stuff. I'm glad you guys enjoyed it. I bought it yesterday because of you. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. People probably be mad that I was actually somewhat positive about the game. But I think the reality of things is, if I'm going to be criticizing Blizzard extremely harshly when they fuck up, I think it's also my duty to be fair when I notice that, like, no, this is actually a good game. Like, it's just all there is to it. You can be critical, but you also have to be accepting when they do right. It is what it is. There are things in there that I don't like the business model, but the game itself is friggin' solid. I'm thinking about it all the time. I'm always like, thinking about how I want to improve my build. I want to play more of it. It's insanity, but yeah. Played all night. It's been good so far. Ruined my day. Yeah, dude, I'm sorry. It is what it is. By the way, team, we've already broken 100 likes. Damn, you guys. Has anybody told you that you're looking really good today? Did you do something with your hair? It looks nice. Thank you for helping me reach 100 subs. Appreciate you. You guys really like the winks, huh? I'm getting those a lot. Okay, so listen, I did something right before, shortly before we started the stream here. And for those of you who don't know, this is something that shows up on YouTube. It is the community tab of my channel. So if you're subscribed, then you have the bell notification, all that stuff. Sometimes posts like this will reach your feed. And basically I asked, as you should be aware, we're co-streaming the Summer Games Fest later today. And I'm curious as to what your predictions / wishes are for the show. I'll probably be going over these in the pre-show, so hit up those comments. And also feel free to ask me random things, and I'll try to answer them during the pre-show. I got a couple of comments here. Jabuzz739 says, I can't wait to hear more about Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I hope they give a release date for the Suikoden games. I think that there's a high chance that we do hear from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, especially because Square Enix recently talked about it. Square Enix recently... Say what to Asmon? I'm reading chat. But anyways, Square Enix recently talked about it in the context of like 16 and a bunch of other stuff they've been talking about, how they're still working on Rebirth. And it's like, look, in my opinion, I know that this is a little bit... Not everybody liked the remake of Final Fantasy VII. Personally, as someone who never played the original Final Fantasy VII, I love the remake. It was kind of like my entry point to... Holy crap, Ark! You absolute beast! Thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you very much. But as I was saying, the remake was like kind of like my gateway into the universe of Final Fantasy VII, and I greatly enjoyed it. I thought it was really good. I thought they did a fantastic job. I know that not everybody likes it because they took some liberties with the story and all of that stuff that some people didn't appreciate. The fact of the matter is I tried playing the original Final Fantasy VII, but I think it's one of those cases that without nostalgia, you're going to have a very hard time enjoying it, and I have no nostalgia whatsoever for it. So I wasn't able to get into it. So, you know, it is what it is. But I will say I loved playing Crisis Core. You guys remember how we were playing Crisis Core? I think it was at the start of this year, right? The start of this year we were playing Crisis Core. I friggin' loved it. Crisis Core was amazing. I love getting started into the Final Fantasy VII universe, so to speak. So I'm definitely going to play the crap out of Rebirth. And this time I'm going to be live streaming it on the channel as well. Live for Grind! Thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you, Jesus. Guys, listen. Listen, guys, I appreciate it, but we can just chill. It's fine. I really appreciate the support, but we can just chill. Don't worry too much about it. We're doing great. Thank you. Exploder fan service. Yeah, dude. Remnant 2 got a new trailer. Dude, I need to do like a deep dive into Remnant 2. You guys know the way that I did that video? I did a video recently for Lords of the Fallen. I want to do one of those for Remnant 2 as well. It's just I haven't really had time because there's been so many games coming out. But I definitely want to do a deep dive into Remnant 2 as well. Ryu was best squatter in whole town in Final Fantasy. What? No, I wasn't. What the hell? Lord Snake, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent as a Longbeard. Jesus, tip of the hat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Dude, yes, Remnant 2. I really loved Remnant 1. The problem was that the Remnant 1 DLC had some serious performance issues on PS4. But yeah, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, I think there's a high chance that we'll see something for it, so we'll see. Hoping to see some new indie games. I think that indie games, you're going to be seeing those mostly on like Devolver. I mean, there'll be some indie games in Summer Games Fest, but I think that you'll want to look at like the Devolver digital event, maybe the Tribeca, and maybe the Wholesome Direct, and maybe even OTK. I think we'll have more indies. I think Summer Games Fest is going to be more about big bangers, but they probably will feature some indies as well. So we'll see what comes out of that. Where you talk about Remnant and Dragon's Dogma. Also, when's your next podcast? So here's the thing. I wanted to have a podcast this week, but I wasn't able to get a response from my guest. And I have a hard time when it comes to it's like the way that I work is like I'll make my plans for a week and I'll think about a guest that I want to have on that week. And I usually never shoot for more than one guest because I don't think it would be nice to just have someone kind of like as a backup, as a second choice. So the way that I do it is I do my plans on a weekly basis. So this week I invited someone to come on the podcast. They never replied. And, you know, it is what it is. I didn't want it to just, let me just ask somebody else because, you know, just in case this person doesn't reply like a second choice. I think that's nice. So usually, you know, on the next week I'll have another guest. So
if only I
we'll do something else. Jesus Christ! Carlito, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you very much. You guys are too kind. Thank you.
If only I could be so
I'll be your backup. You want to be my second choice, Ark? Come on, that's not cool. It's like, again, I just don't like the idea of choosing somebody else just to be a second choice. Like you can be assured if I ever anybody that's ever been invited to be with me on the podcast, they were the first choice for the episode that week. That's just the way that it goes. And usually if people don't reply to me, then we have a situation where, hey, we just don't have a podcast this week. It is what it is. Do you plan on making a video for Hopes and Expectations for Dragon's Dogma 2? Yes. I was already planning on doing it when things slowed down a little bit because we went straight from Tears of the Kingdom into Diablo 4 and I didn't have a whole lot of time to do other videos. But since we're getting some more information about it on Monday, it's actually perfect because after Monday, I'll have even more information to talk about when it comes to Dragon's Dogma 2. So I'll be making the video after that. And as a matter of fact, I already have plans for a podcast next week. That might be involving some new information about that too. Yeah, dude. Monster Hunter here, Capcom Showcase. Like I said, I think there's a 20% chance you get a teaser here, and then you get more details on the thing. Nice Bloodborne into the stream. Oh crap! Does this stream have Bloodborne? It's probably because I reused the Sony event. Oh no! I just removed the gaming title there. No, I copied the Sony event, and on the Sony event, I totally clickbaited Bloodborne. So the settings were still there. Yeah, we're getting Bloodborne on PC 100%, guys. Will you talk to Cowboy after this event? I didn't really schedule anything with Cowboy because, like I said, when I choose one guest for the week, I don't like, just grabbing another random person because I don't like having people be second choices. And like I already said, I invited somebody for this week. They didn't reply. I wasn't going to go and then go like, oh, let me invite Cowboy as like my second choice. I don't think that's cool. Whenever I invite Cowboy, he is the only person that I invite for that week. That's the way that it goes. Hello, Rurikon. What happened to your second channel in the Frozen Sodium Throne podcast? It was too much work. I couldn't manage everything. Like I was streaming on Twitch, posting on a secondary channel, and then still trying to keep this channel alive. And it was driving me insane. When you have 2 kids, responsibilities, and you're still trying to keep up with everything that's going on in the gaming world, that quite simply becomes absolutely impossible. So I dropped out of all that, especially because I also quit playing World of Warcraft, not because the expansion was bad, but because I just wasn't having a good time with the people that I was playing with, and I didn't feel like playing with random, so I was like, well, I quit then. Screw all this. People were getting way too sweaty, try-hardy, and they had no business being that way because they were not skilled enough to play that level of sweaty try-hardy that they were shooting for. And, you know, after being in a situation where people were raging out and spazzing out and stressing out, like at least 3 or 4 times, I was like, listen, I'm 41 years old. I'm too old for this shit, okay? Listen, I've done all this drama, sweatiness, nonsense in World of Warcraft like friggin' 15 years ago. I'm not going back to that, okay? I just wanted to chill and play. So, but, you know, because the people I was playing with were playing like that, I was like, nah, sorry. You guys have fun, and I'm out. You should drag Akalon to Monster Hunter. I tried. He's not interested. He just wants to play World of Warcraft. You still in contact with the man Akalon? Listen, I love Akalon. Yes, I am in contact with him. I went to his stream, and I'm definitely down to go on his stream whenever he wants. It's just like, the thing is, usually I'm always the one inviting everybody to come over and collaborate. Very rarely do I actually get invites to go and collaborate with other people. Like, for instance, I had an invitation from Chris from Work the Game, and I went there and I chatted with him. It took me a while to get back to him because our schedules were conflicting for a while. But you know, when people invite me, I go there and I chat, but I'm not going to always impose me. Like, even the last time that I was on Akalon's stream was kind of like, hey mate, let's chat in your stream. I basically invited myself. It's a video game, start trying to start. Yeah. Hypothetical question, are you thinking of making another IRL episode like what you did with George? That was super interesting to listen to. I would love to. The problem, Ark, is that the reason I did it with George is that because, look, I know a lot of people that work at like PR in Portugal, and it's like, no offense to them, but most of them don't strike me as the type of people that are super interested in video games, so I don't think the conversation would be as interesting. Whereas George, ever since I've known him, I've always noticed, like, no, he actually plays games. He's actually interested in games, so there's an interesting conversation there. Right? That's where I'm going with. I mean, I'd be down to chat with other Portuguese content creators. The problem is that a lot of them don't even speak English that well. They just create content in Portuguese, so it makes that kind of rough. But I prefer IRL conversations, right? If I have the chance to actually just interview something in real time, I prefer that a million times, yeah. Oh crap, I froze chat by mistake. Sorry, team. Oh crap, we've broken 200 likes. Team, thank you very much. You know what? You guys look fantastic today. I think you guys really are looking good. Thank you. Appreciate it. George is incredibly knowledgeable and fun as well. Yeah, dude, no, George is amazing. He's an amazing dude. Like, see, this is why a lot of times people will like criticize me, because Nintendo will do something that people will be like, oh man, this is so anti-consumer. And it's like, yep, I get it, but guess what? The people that I work with in Portugal, they're pretty cool. And that's why I still work with Nintendo. Like, legit, that's the only reason I do like videos about Nintendo video games, is because there's some really cool people at Nintendo Portugal. That is literally the only reason. If it wasn't for them, I probably wouldn't be covering Nintendo stuff at all. At 300 likes, you gotta tell us we smell nice. Something tells me that Ark is baiting for another video, guys. He's baiting for a video. Anyways, let's see here. Explosion 222222. I've yet to be impressed by one of their shows. I'm looking much more forward to the Devolver's showcase, but maybe they'll actually have something interesting stuff this year. Yeah, I mean, the thing about Keeley's shows is that they're very like corporate and AAA and that stuff. And if you're looking more towards indie stuff, it's not going to be your cup of tea. But I love the Devolver Showcase. Devolver Showcase is always amazing. Hoping stuff for Dragon's Dogma 2. This is from Zoltaker. But we're getting that show on June 12th in Capcom's own show. So I want from Summer Games Fest is an Elden Ring expansion trailer. Like I said, I think Elden Ring, the bigger possibility is probably going to be at the Video Game Awards. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Some Avowed would be nice. I'm very curious. I'm very curious about seeing some more from Avowed as well. Rui, your English is fantastic, to be honest. As an American, I had no clear Portuguese until later on. Yeah, dude. I get that a lot. Like I said, I used to work at like this digital formatting, digital printing, large format digital printing company. And whenever we would have technicians that they would come from outside of Portugal and I would communicate with them in English, they'd always think that like, so did you immigrate from America? And I was like, no, I'm Portuguese. They're like, what? How are you Portuguese? You can't do that. Urcon, when's the next cooking with Ruri? I guess I could show you guys like a nice stir fry. I like stir fry. I could do a stir fry. The thing is, recently I've just been eating a lot of steaks because I work out, and then I eat a nice red meat steak to fill up on protein, get those natural gains, you know. So that it's like it'd just be the same thing that I did on the last video. I eat that a lot. D. Luffy, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent as a long beard. Tip of the hat. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you very much. I heard in podcast with TB. What? You're talking about Total Biscuit? You're from those days? You're from the days where I was on the co-optional podcast with Total Biscuit? Holy shit, you're an OG, dude. You're an OG. I wonder how many people here even know that at one point I was in a podcast with Total Biscuit. That was so long ago. It feels like a lifetime ago, dude. Total Biscuit, man. John Bain. Rest in peace. I miss him. I miss him so much, dude. We need more people like him in the industry too. What? The lore? Yeah, you didn't. I think it was episode either 51 or 56 or something like that. It was episode 50 something. But what happened was, and this was very frustrating because what happened was the show immediately after mine, they brought over a guest and the guest acted like a complete asshole the whole show. And so from that moment onward, Total Biscuit never had anybody else on the show. And I was like, fuck! Because I was hoping that eventually they'd invite me to go back. But yeah, after my show, like some other guy went in and he just destroyed everything for everybody else. Like that's pretty much what... I don't know if there was another show in between, but it was shortly after my show that happened, which really fucking sucked. And it was interesting because, like, if you go to the show where I was in, a lot of the comments was actually people that were upset because they're like, man, this Rurikon guy will not shut the fuck up. They were mad at me because I was talking too much. And I'm like, of course, I'm the guest. What do you mean? Of course I'm going to talk. Oh, man. I think the biggest complaint that people had in that show is that I spoke too much. Oh, man. Mika Fresh, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Rest in peace. Total Biscuit, Stanley Parables in my top 10. Yeah, dude. No, Ark, back then we were talking, like, they invited me because of Soul Sacrifice. Because I was like, I think that I was probably the only person in the game station who was covering Soul Sacrifice. So they invite me to go there and talk a little bit about Soul Sacrifice. Legit complaint, honestly. Exactly. Mrs. Tummy Giggles knows exactly what's up. He knows all the lore. Oh, man. I'm farming the new Malzeno right now. Bro, new Malzeno is awesome. Levy Starburn, thank you very much for being Rusky this for 16 months. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. You might have been the only person who played it back then, probably. My dream reveals are Fumito Ueda's next game and or Ace Combat 8. Ace Combat was pretty cool. Ace Combat was pretty cool. It supported the HO test that I had for the PlayStation 4. That was legit. Come on, Capcom, give us a surprise, bro. It's not even Capcom's presentation. Easy 9636. The previous comment was by Citien. Cardiac 3583, hoping for a Final Fantasy 16 demo to be shadow dropped. Will always be hopeful for Bloodborne Remake or Bloodborne 2. Elden Ring DLC would be good as well. You know what I should have done? I should have prepared like a backup live stream for Final Fantasy 6. That's what 16. That's what I should have done. Because if that demo drops today, you better believe I'm playing it and I'm doing it live. As a matter of fact, tell you guys what. I should listen. I think I did a video recently and there was like there was a really good image for Final Fantasy 16. I could just use that and do it really quickly. Yeah, it's like the cover art for 16 is just so good for thumbnails. It's really good for thumbnails. Let me just change something here in this search. Image size 1920 by 1080. Wait, I don't know if it can be in caps. Oh yes, exactly. Whenever I think about Final Fantasy 16, I think about Miles Morales. That makes perfect sense. Really? There's something wrong here. This doesn't seem right. I don't think it can be in all case. Image size. See, this is perfect. This is perfect right here. See, guys, this is how I do my thumbnails, all right? This is some serious work. Yeah. This is some serious work, okay? So here's what we're going to do right here. Watch. We're doing it live, team. No fear. We're doing it live. I'm going to set up, just in case it happens, I'm going to schedule a stream. I'm just going to go ahead, reuse the settings on this. It'll be FF16 gameplay. No, let's actually, we have to actually type it. Final Fantasy 16 gameplay part 1. It is what it is. Now we Photoshop your face pogging. No, I don't have to. I just straight up reuse the picture just the way that it is. We're doing the real things here. I just have to put in the description, Final Fantasy 16. I just realized, oh god. Eesh. I'm a professional streamer doing things in real time. Yeah, if they shadow drop the event, I'm gonna be ready. Be ready. Change thumbnail. Grab this. You guys can't see it, but I can assure everything's going great. Going great. I just need to... Ooh. For now, I make it private, and then, you know, if need be, we'll make it live. It's perfect. I just created another live stream, and it's ready to go. I'm a professional. So glad I managed to get a PS4 2 weeks ago, ready for 16. You mean a PS5? Yeah. Photoshopping my face onto Clive's face, for starters, it's not going to make the thumbnail any better. And it's also, yeah, you know. Did Drew mention his thoughts, possibility of Monster Hunter 6 at Summer Games Fest? 20%. 20% chance. But I think, or Spoken 2 Final Fantasy Edition? What the fuck? Was that a thing that showed up in the images? I did. My eyes just filtered that out. It didn't even try. It is, if there is a demo, the demo will let you carry your save into the thing. But yeah, Cardiac Cat, I hope so too. We'll always be hopeful for Bloodborne Remake or Bloodborne 2. Elden Ring DLC would be great as well. Now listen, I'm one of the few people that is always going to be against Bloodborne 2 and Dark Souls. I always talk about this, but if there's anybody new here that never heard me talk about it, I will explain why. Because I think a lot of people have this misconception that Bloodborne 2 and Dark Souls 4 would actually be a good idea. And I completely disagree, because let me tell you, these are not games that Miyazaki wants to make. Miyazaki does not want to make Dark Souls 4. Miyazaki does not want to make Bloodborne 2. Miyazaki wants to make the next game. The next one. And that's what I want. Like, very much the same way that we got Elden Ring, I want the next thing. That's what I want the most from software. I always want the next thing. Now look, there are some companies that really give you, you know, they're really good at iterating on their IPs. Like you look, for instance, at the Monster Hunter team. Fantastic. I'll always want the next Monster Hunter game as well. But From Software really shines when they do new IP. Bloodborne, Sekiro, you know, Dark Souls even, because Dark Souls does depart a little bit from Demon Souls. So Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, Elden Ring. That's what I want. I want the next one. I don't want Bloodborne 2, and I don't want Dark Souls 4. That's just the way that it goes. That's the way that I think about things. Bobby Muggs, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Really, really appreciate support. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you very much. But what if the next thing turns out to be Bloodborne 2? I'll still play it, but I don't think that's what Miyazaki wants to do. That's the thing. Are you going to get the premium edition of Armored Core 6? Where I don't have room to keep things from premium editions. I don't have room in my house. So no. I will get some physical edition at some point. Armored Core is from Software as well. Yes. Meanwhile, Armored Core 6. Okay. Fine. They haven't touched Armored Core in a long time, though. So, you know, I guess that's fair. It's fair. You guys can bring that up. That's fair. What is the Pinocchio game? It is called Lies of P. I'm not sure if we're going to be getting that or not. Also, I'm going to be muting this because I don't know if the music... Do you guys know that the waiting music on the PlayStation show is all copyrighted? So you know how I just let that play during the stream? I got a bunch of Content ID claims because of that music. That was so frustrating. I'm curious about Lies of P. We'll see how it pans out. Let me see here. Do we cheat, team? I think we're going to cheat. I find it so interesting that you have these big productions, these big shows, big productions, and look at this. They're streaming at 1080p 60. 1080p 60. Meanwhile, you come over to my stream, and what do we have? 1440p 60. These guys got to get up with the times. I'm an amateur production over here, out bit rating them and out resolutioning them. Come on. What do you think of a Miyazaki Iron Man style game? Iron Man? I don't even know what an Iron Man game looks like. I've know that they've made some, but I don't know. Do you think there's a tiny possibility of there being a Silk Song trailer? I think there's a high possibility. Maybe even a release date. Who knows?
If only I could be so grossly...
Have they said that they're not giving away the release date? Holy crap, bro! You guys are going crazy! Pizza Man Invaded, thank you very much for making 5 people grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Really appreciate the support. And that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you. Thank you so much. You guys are too kind. You guys are too kind. I appreciate it. Thank you. Anthem equals Iron Man Simulator. Oh, dude, then I would love it. If Miyazaki was to take a stab at something... I mean, Miyazaki's going to work on Armored Core 6. That's kind of like his stab at Anthem almost. I loved Anthem gameplay. I know that that's not a popular take. I know that a lot of people are like, oh, how can you say that Anthem was terrible? And you're not wrong. Anthem was very much terrible with everything around the gameplay. But the gameplay itself was fucking phenomenal. I loved it. And the thing is, you're probably not going to see anything come even close to Anthem at this point because people, you know, nobody wants to be the next Anthem, right? So they're going to stay away from that concept, which fucking sucks because Anthem was so good, dude. Anthem was so fucking good. Anthem was really good. Yeah, they fucked up the content. The way that I always talk about it is like, this is a team that had absolutely no direction. They had no idea what was good in their video game. The way that they would just like, you know, they would limit you having fun. Like with the whole thing, first dungeon. Oh, we're not going to let you fly in the first boss. Like, motherfucker, the best thing about your game is the flight. How are you going to not let me fly in the first boss? And then the next thing that they do is like, oh, we made this thing. We're going to put heavy constraints on you flying. It's like, flying is the most fun thing. What is wrong with you? It's like, we have this amazing concept where you can fly everywhere and it's really fun. What are we going to do? We're going to make sure that you don't have that fun of this flight system. He's just like, what is wrong with you? Oregon Blue, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Also, I've noticed that mistakes were made here. Let me fix that real quick. I know that the notification didn't play out for you. I'm fixing that right now, okay? Right now, it's getting fixed. It's getting fixed in real time. We don't mess around here. We do not mess around. Boom! Right there. Urk and I talked to a higher up from EA in October. He told me that the Iron Man game currently in development is using... EA is working on an Iron Man using those flight mechanics from Anthem. I wasn't aware that EA was working on an Iron Man game. That's interesting. fun in a game, that's going to be extra. Yeah. They'd finally destroy Malzeno after 10 carts. Dude, Malzeno, primordial Malzeno, is a mood, dude. Played wizard class in Anthem, so this ability to fly was just a bunch of bollocks. Oh, right, because they had to hover. If they couldn't hover, they couldn't even play right. That's so dumb. I played the Titan. I played the Titan and whatever the soldier class was, I forget. It was a Ranger? I played Titan and Ranger, so that was really cool. Marion Valkyrie, thank you very much for making Andrew Taint grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Jeez, everybody's getting membership gifts today. Damn. Damn, son. What am I hoping for Games Fest? It's like, listen, I'm already stuffed to the brim in 2023. So it's like, I don't have any particular hopes. Like, I'm expecting maybe a trailer for Dragon's Dogma 2, which then Capcom will go into more detail on Monday. I think that's what would make the most sense for Capcom. Meals on Wheels 226, thank you very much for making Ains Spear grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. But yeah, I think that would make the most sense for Dragon's Dogma. In terms of other stuff, I think, like I said, I think there's a 20% chance of Monster Hunter 6. That would be the thing that I would want the most. But I think it's too soon for Monster Hunter 6 because I don't think Monster Hunter 6 is releasing this year. So, yeah. I mean, if they were to give us a Monster Hunter 6 trailer, I think that would mean that Monster Hunter 6 would be releasing this year. And I don't think that's going to happen. Lord Snake, thank you very much for making 4 Logic 5 Rose Incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Jeez, you guys are killing me over here. You guys, thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And by the way, we've reached 300 likes. Has anybody told you? You smell nice today. Thank you. Appreciate you. I'm hoping we get the 16 demo. You know, in a way, I also kind of don't even want to play a demo, but I know that there's a demo that's going to be looming right on the horizon. And the reason I don't want to play a demo is like, look, once I start playing that game, I know I'm not going to want to stop, so it's just going to be torture to then have to wait, you know? I feel uncomfortable with that. That's okay, Wada. Don't worry. Listen, don't fight it. Just go with the flow. It's normal. Sorry, Rakan's going to be Monster Hunter Immortal. Bro, no. If the demo carries progress, I'll play it. Oh yeah, I'll play it too. I'll play it too. It is what it is. Where's my one? It fell. Need some Maria ASMR? No, we don't do that. We don't do that. Why the hate on Monster Hunter Immortal? I just don't like that idea. Are you interested in Crimson Desert, Ruri? Nope. Nope. I'm not interested in I'm not interested in those types of games, like those super hyper Korean grindy games. You know, one game that I want to get into eventually that I haven't had time to is Guild Wars 2. At some point, I want to like replay the entirety of Guild Wars 2. It's just I've been really stretched for time recently, but I do want that. Does anyone know if the demo will be on the PS4? I think the game is only on PS5, so I wouldn't expect that. You ever played Dragon's Dogma? There's like 2 or 3 full playthroughs of Dragon's Dogma here on the channel, so yes, I love Dragon's Dogma. I've been a major advocate of Dragon's Dogma. I've probably been one of the few people that was in the Dragon's Dogma camp from the start. And I even had like, I think I had a bad take when they came out with Dragon's Dogma Dark Arisen. I think I had a really bad take because I was not into Japanese game culture. So the idea of an Ultimate Edition, I was like, this is some bullshit. Why can't I just buy this DLC? Because you had to re-buy the game. And so, you know, the whole thing about Monster Hunter and Monster Hunter Ultimates. I was not aware of that and how that stuff worked. So when they came out with Dark Arisen, I had what was probably a really bad take. I think that video is probably still up because I was really fucking mad. But the interesting thing was, you know what I was able to do? I was able to sell my original copy of Dragon's Dogma, and the money they gave me for it was more than the cost of buying the DLC. So I just sold my OG Dragon's Dogma and bought the DLC, and then we didn't get that amazing music Dangan into free. Dr. Vol Kornbrot, yeah, I know what you're saying. It's the type of game that you got to stick with it for a while until it feels natural. Yeah. How about Horizon Monster Hunter? Yeah, they are working on like some Horizon multiplayer that's going to be kind of like Monster Hunter. I think that'll be cool too if they do that. Mango Neko, if they were to reveal some soul sacrifice thing, bro, that would make my night. That would make my night if they were just like, Soul Sacrifice, PlayStation 5. I'd be like, oh. Or Soul Sacrifice, Nintendo Switch. Oh. Like, let's just be it. I think we'll see Monster Hunter Now news before we see 6 news. Love your content. Keep up the good work. Taylor McVlane, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Really appreciate the support. Thank you. I think you're right. I think we will see Monster Hunter Now news. I'm not interested in that, though, so whatever. Soul Sacrifice reveal would give me a heart attack. Bro, isn't it amazing that, like, Soul Sacrifice is one of those games that's been, like, in Vita's prison forever, and nobody wants to touch it for some strange, fucked up reason. It's such a good game, dude. So sad. Dragon's Crown 2. I'd be down for that. Shadow of the Earth Tree. I think it's too soon for Shadow of the Earth Tree. That's what I was talking about. Let me see here. Just hoping for a surprise or two from Karakuri fan. Cole Payton dropped the demo of Final Fantasy 16 during. I think there's high potential for this happening. Extreme Legend 109. When's this happening? Hopefully you're here, Extreme Legend. Exquisite Meat 5845. I hope for $1 bazillion. No, I don't think you're getting that. Also, Dragon's Dogma 2 release date. Maybe. Sir, will Dragon's Dogma 2 feature she-goats? I mean, you never know. Thank you very much for the souls, Miss Tummy Ghouls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Sports and Motorsport? I think that would be for the Xbox showcase, which is on Sunday. Bluepoint to do a Dark Souls 2 remaster? Nah, I don't think so. Open world Monster Hunter where you could freely explore the entire world of the series while traveling to multiple hub areas in the older games would be fun, but that's just me. I don't know if it would be. It depends on how you do open world. Open worlds are very tricky. Not everybody knows how to do them. Final Fantasy 16 will be the last thing with the demo drop, I bet. I certainly hope so. Because imagine if they open with that. It's like, oh, by the way, demo drops Final Fantasy 16, and you just see a bunch of people just leave the show because they're gonna go play the game. Rui, what's up with the handler icon? What, you don't like the handler icon? You're one of those handler haters? It's for donations. She's excited when you guys donate. The handler's excited. She shows up. She's like, thank you. You guys know that Twitch censored that emote? Did you guys know that? I don't know if anybody here knows it. Like, I'll show you guys the emote. Like, I have it here, like a high resolution version of it. Let me show you guys. Twitch literally censored this emote. They censored this. They thought, nah, this is too spicy. No, you can't have this. You can't have this. It's too much. It's too much, Rurikon. This is a family-friendly website. You know, the same website where Amaranth will be in her underwear licking a microphone. But somehow, this is too much. All right? And I'm not saying that Amaranth's doing anything wrong. I'm just saying there's a bit of a double standard happening here that I just don't think is very fair. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that's very fair. Like, I think this is a perfectly fine thing. Oh, man. But yeah, it is what it is. It is what it is. Lord Snake, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Wouldn't Monster Hunter want to do a teaser of Monster Hunter 6, an event that had more eyes on it, assuming the Summer Games Fest had more eyes on it than Tokyo Game Show? Yes, the problem here is the date. I think it's too soon. Mango Neko, thank you very much for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. I think it's too soon because I think it would make sense for them to do something for December during the Video Game Awards because the release date of the game would be closer. I think we're too far off from a release date of Monster Hunter 6 for them to tease it now. Jessica Reedman, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. What would you think of a Bravely Default port to Switch? The original Bravely Default? I think it'd be cool. I'd be game for that. I mean, eventually I want to go back and play a lot of those JRPGs. The thing is just time. Like, there's so many games coming out, and unfortunately my channel is not known for JRPGs. I'm constantly pushing the envelope on the things that I'm allowed to stream without imploding the channel. So, you know, I'm just trying to straddle that line. Because, like, I bought the original Octopath Traveler 2, and I never really, I played a little bit of Octopath Traveler on the channel, but I didn't really play the whole game. I'd love to play the entirety of those games on stream, but I just don't know if that's a thing that I can do right now without nuking the channel in its entirety. You know? Waiting for VGA is okay, but 20th anniversary is best. I mean, 20th anniversary, it would be cool if they would just, like, release it by then, right? Nomadic Gaming, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. 400 likes. Would okay, so you want the wink again, don't you? Has anybody told you guys that you're looking mighty fine today? Mighty sexy. Thank you very much for helping us reach 400 likes. I appreciate you. Meanwhile, Ark sitting over there pressing the record button on OBS. Every time. Oh man, this is awesome. Also for JRPGs, get Chained Echoes. Oh, I pre-ordered it. I pre-ordered the physical edition. Nomadic Gaming, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat, appreciate the support. I don't know exactly when that thing's releasing though. I thought it would have released by now, the physical edition. Because like, I want to get the physical edition. So I've pre-ordered the physical edition of Chained Echoes because it looked like it was going to be really cool. Rui, you look like you're 20 years old. Bro. Like, I appreciate the compliment, but do you see the color of my beard? Do you see this whiteness? This ain't no 20-year-old beard, dude. It's just not, I have no idea what you're talking about. Yes, I'm sure you don't. Art getting Rook on that 4K video. Yeah, this is why I stream at 1440p. It's just to make life easier for Art to blow up the image on his videos. See, I stream at the highest resolution that I can, just so that Art can capture me out of context and put me in his videos. That's why I do it. See, Ark, I do it for you. Look at all the things I do just for you. Oh man. The beard equals silver splutter. FGC, all I want to see is Mortal Kombat gameplay. Thankfully, it's confirmed to be shown. Phantom Frisk, never heard of this. Gamematic, Dragon's Dogma 2. Hopefully Monster Hunter 6, but doubt it. Dream drops. The Witcher 4? They're doing a remaster of The Witcher. I think it's too soon for The Witcher 4. Wolverine. I could see potentially Wolverine. Addy Slatter 97. Thank you very much for the soul, for becoming grossly incandescent. Tip of the hat. Appreciate support. Thank you. Beard looks like hedgehog quills, exactly. Bugsnax 2? Is the Bugsnax 2 guy here? You know, I have someone that constantly joins my streams, always talking about Bugsnax for some reason. This Bugsnax guy. I didn't even remember your username. I just call you Bugsnax guy. He's not here, sadly. I know that his icon is like an X or something. Forgot to text Knack4. Yes. Oh man. Not the slightest thing I look forward to. Surprise me. Let's see. Let me see if there's been any more things in here. Are you excited for Spider-Man 2? I like Spider-Man games. I'm not like super excited, but I'll enjoy playing it for sure. I played the other ones. F7 Rebirth, FF16 demo announcement. Brewery Storm, it may not be my place. You mentioned you have stomach problems. You look to be of the Viking sort of build descent. Try cutting all sorts of gluten. I appreciate that. I appreciate it. I don't think my problem is gluten though. I already had a doctor. She says that there's just something. It's not even like any type of sick. It's a feature at this point, basically. She's like, well, you're old and now your stomach has a new feature that gives you a stabbing pain every morning. Congratulations. That's kind of like where we're at with that stuff. I like the Viking ancestry though. I think that's cool. I'm a Viking. Oh, it's cool. Okay, this is going to start in 2 minutes. I'm going to cut the Monster Hunter music, and we're going to start getting, like, content ID hits. Which means that if you're watching live, then thank you very much. You'll get to actually enjoy the music and stuff. But if you're watching the VOD later, you're probably not going to get to enjoy the music that is going to be accompanied with these things, because I'll end up muting it later. Maybe I'll lower it just a smidge, because I don't want to have it too loud. I'll increase it again when the time comes. I'm Viking! See, this is why I like dwarves so much. They just remind me of my Viking ancestry. Don't meme on the dude, though. I appreciate whenever somebody gives me health tips. I appreciate it. You're the community from the Diablo vids? Welcome, Goopy Avocado. We're about to watch Summer Games Fest and see what's happening in gaming for the rest of the year and probably next year. How'd you feel about Diablo 3? On release, I hated it. After Reaper of Souls, I thought it was alright, but the story was complete ass. Trust me, I know how these things work. You're not missing much for a 10-second delay. Epilepsy. I hope there's not a lot of like licensed music. Is that Kyle Bossman? It's Kyle Bossman. I didn't realize he was the one that was going to be doing like the background voice. I like Kyle Bossman a lot.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to Summer Game Fest.
Hey, Keely, when are you going to invite me to go there?
We are in person, and today we've got a look at what's next in video games for you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
If you're in Los Angeles,
Let me increase the volume.
And it feels so good to be in person with a live fan audience.
This should be good.
For the first
Right?
time ever. Welcome, everybody.
Let me know if it's too loud.
When I started Summer Game Fest back in 2020 from a spare bedroom, I never imagined it would grow into this. Today, the video game industry has come together to show you what's next. This is a cross-industry showcase, meaning no matter where you play games, I hope you'll discover a new game to put on your wish list. The landscape of video game events has certainly changed over the past few years.
Keely just twisting the knife on E3.
There are a lot of great games in development, and our singular goal today is to get you excited about the future. In just a few minutes, we'll see the first extended gameplay of Mortal Kombat 1. It delivers, don't worry. Alan Wake 2, the reveal of Fortnite's next season, And yes, we do have a very special grand finale that you're not going to want to miss.
Oh, dude! He is driving up the hype.
The first reveal is something you're not expecting, which makes it that much more exciting.
Oh.
Here we go.
Prince of Persia? This is Prince of Persia, right?
Our kingdom is cursed. The prince has been kidnapped and taken to a forbidden land. All hope rests with us, the immortals, to rescue him and save the empire. But we weren't prepared for what was coming next. Then again, they weren't prepared for me.
There we go. Content ID begins. God damn it, Ubisoft. This looks good, though. Too low still?
In these times of darkness, hope is the only thing that keeps us fighting. I will fulfill my destiny and save the kingdom.
Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown. January 18th. This actually looks pretty good. It looks like it's Prince of Persia going back to its
There's a little
roots.
surprise. Prince of Persia: The Lost Crown is coming in January 2024. A brand new action.
I think it was a bad trailer
platformer
music,
in the
yes.
iconic series with deep combat, some huge boss fights, and of course, incredible platforming, puzzles, and animation, bringing a modern take on the legendary franchise. You'll be able to see more at Ubisoft Forward, streaming on Monday as part of Summer Game Fest. All right, let's move along to another iconic video game franchise that just celebrated 30 years. That's right. It's time for Mortal Kombat 1.
There we go.
Couldn't keep you waiting on this one. It has been 4 years since MK11, and ever since, Ed Boon and the team at NetherRealm have been hard at work on the most ambitious MK yet that reboots the series into a new era timeline. And it's coming this September. Everyone has been asking, what does it look like? Who's on the roster? How do the new cameo fighters work? Well, now it is time for combat. No spoilers, but this video is literally insane. Here is an extended first look at the story, gameplay, and yes, of course, the fatalities of Mortal Kombat 1. Let's do it!
All right. Kung Lao. What the?
I have had enough of you.
Then go before I put you down.
Fight!
Whoa! Put you down? Is this young Kung Lao? Look at him beating up on Sub-Zero. What the hell? Ooh.
Today, you have proven worthy of joining us.
Raiden?
Come. There are other champions I must gather.
What do you want?
Sento. It's my family blade.
Sento's mine, and I won't give it up without a fight.
Who's this guy? I mean, I know that's probably Johnny Cage on the left. I don't know who. Ooh. Bro, Mortal Kombat is always pretty cool. Kenshi?
Enough.
Liu Kang.
Okay, let's go back to one here. Who are you again?
Lord Liu Kang, protector of Earthrealm.
God of Fire.
Listen, is that Jax with his arms? I've been away from Mortal Kombat for too long. No, listen, if you got Liu Kang, you got to show me the
You
bicycle
have
kick.
skills, Raiden, but you're inexperienced.
Whatever experience I lack, I make up for in heart.
Slick Gaima, I think the best thing they did is keep Mortal Kombat 2.5D. Oh!
If your disease becomes known, you will be banished. I only want what's best for you.
And Katana.
Or do you secretly covet my throne?
Just straight up summons Goro for a beatdown. This almost looks like Dragon Ball Fighters with the assists. Boom. God damn.
Finish him.
Oh! I love how over the top these are. This is so good. It's in our blood, September 19th. Pre-order now to get Shang Tsung.
I mean, that was pretty good, right, guys?
That was good. You got to give it to him.
I'm sure you have many questions about what we just saw, and to tell you more, I am so honored to welcome to Summer Game Fest one of our industry's greatest creators, a man who has been loyal to the same franchise and fan base for more than 3 decades. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest the creator of Mortal Kombat, Ed Boon! Congratulations. They love you. All right. Well, Ed, first of all, thank you for that incredible world premiere. We got to see all the gameplay of MK1, and everyone just wants to know more about this because, first of all, this is it's MK1, right? It went from 11 to 1. So tell us about this. Is it a new timeline?
Yeah, yeah. I don't know how many people have seen the ending of Mortal Kombat 11. Liu Kang basically was kind of graduated into, like, you know, a fire god, right? And he created a brand new universe. And this universe, this is why we're calling it Mortal Kombat 1, is because this is the beginning of a new timeline. A
Liu
number
Kang
of these
just created a
characters
whole
you've
new
seen
universe,
before,
huh?
but they're told in a completely different story.
Seems
And
legit.
So Sub-Zero and Scorpion are brothers now, and there's all these things that were rivalries before are now allies, and so mixing the whole thing up. So we're just kind of rebooting, and that's what the 1 is for.
Well, it looks incredible. Everything we saw there was, you know, in-game gameplay. The cinematics look incredible. I know the team has been working for 4 years on this, but the thing we got to talk about are these cameos, because we saw some pretty amazing stuff there. Now, so tell us, how does that work? You have your main, you know, character that you'll pick, and then I know you also have a separate kind of cameo menu, so you pick sort of a pair when you start the game?
Yeah, normally in a fighting game, you'll see a roster, basically, you know, where you select your character. After you do that, there's a second roster of characters, which are a whole new, completely different fighters that are the cameo fighters. And these fighters actually, they will join the fight, but they...
A lot of blank squares there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like, imagine yourself with Sub-Zero, but you have some of Jack's moves, and you can call him out. You can do it multiple times, as you saw in the gameplay, you know. So you can you can basically combine these two characters. All the characters can be combined with all the cameo fighters, and that's where you see that's where the player's kind of imagination comes in, and they can actually customize it for what they like seeing.
Because it seems from his description
the
you
best
can't
team
play as the
so
cameo
how does that
characters.
work? So you're in gameplay, you have your main, you have your cameo. How do you summon them? Is it time-based? Like how often do they come into? It's not a tag team thing, right? Where
Exactly. And you're basically summoning them. It's just one button push is basically summoning, but they have a variety. So you can go, push that button with towards and it'll do a different move. Push it with down, it'll do a different move. Okay. And so the combination.
Oh, I see. So you can bring them in a combo almost.
Exactly, exactly. And you see there's like a meter up on top, which is basic. That'll limit it, so you can't obviously fire them indefinitely, but you can call them pretty much whenever you want, and they have like in the middle of a combo they'll have a lot of basically a whole arsenal of their moves. So Sonya, you saw come out there. Sometimes you'll see them appear twice in there.
I mean, this doesn't seem like anything that we haven't seen before.
You revealed
but
some
it just
of them
hasn't
there,
been
but is it a different set of characters that'll
yet.
be in the cameos? Are there some repeats from the main roster? How will that work?
Yeah. Some of the characters are going to be available as cameos as well as the main roster players. You can play Sub-Zero with Sub-Zero, right? You can play. Same thing with Scorpion.
I'd play Scorpion with Scorpion.
Of our cameo fighters are kind of like nods back to our first game. So you'll notice Sonya and
so you're going to see Noob Saibot in there most
costumes.
likely.
And so there's a lot of that novelty. We have a lot of like really surprise ones. I think you guys saw Goro.
Yes, Goro popped in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So there's a lot of like kind of really digging into the old Mortal Kombat games as far as getting, we really love the novelty of it. We really want the cameo characters to feel, kind of nod to the old games.
Well, speaking of nodding to the old games, let's talk. You confirmed, I think, or it's at least known that Jean-Claude Van Damme is actually going to be in this game as Johnny Cage, right?
Johnny Cage.
That was people don't know the story. I mean, Bloodsport was such an inspiration for Mortal Kombat, so he finally is now part of it.
It's a huge first full circle moment. The first Mortal Kombat game we originally wanted to be Van Damme the video game, and that never really worked out. So I can't tell you how many times over the last 30 years we've tried to get him. We were this close, like 4 or 5
come on,
times.
Van Damme. Where are you not going to be in a Mortal Kombat game? What the hell?
Too. Wow. So you're going to hear Jean-Claude, his voice doing Johnny Cage lines and stuff like that. We're really excited about it.
Wow. Well, I know the team has been working so hard in Chicago
Listen,
to
I
build
grew
this
up
through
watching
COVID,
Van Damme
it's coming out in
films,
September, so we don't have to wait long, right?
That's right. This has been a very difficult secret to keep over the last 4 years, and so but we could not be more excited in terms of getting players' hands on it. And throughout the summer, we're going to be showing a lot more content, a lot more characters.
It's weird though, because he was Guile in Street
Fighter. There's a lot of
reveals
that are coming up.
In a Street Fighter movie.
Thank you so much for giving us the first look at MK1. As you said,
did you guys know that Van Damme was Guile in the Street Fighter movie?
Lots more characters to reveal on the main roster and cameos.
Am I right,
thank you so much.
Bison?
First look at Mortal
Are
Kombat.
you a man enough to fight with me?
Amazing. So excited about that one. All right. Next up, it's been a fun couple weeks for action RPG fans with the release of Diablo 4, which is truly fantastic. Another big and anticipated ARPG is Path of Exile 2 from Grinding Gear Games, who have faithfully been updating and patching the original PoE.
Should we check this out, team?
We haven't seen anything on the sequel in over 2 years, but that changes right now. Here is your first look at a raw gameplay capture from Path of Exile 2,
Let's go.
A sequel that pushes the engine and gameplay to a new level.
I hope so. I liked the original Path of Exile, but I didn't like the way that some of the stuff worked in the game. Specifically the gem skills and the slots and all of that stuff.
Hey you! What's going on?
She's got a dodge? I don't think that was in Path of Exile 1, right? You can't dodge in that one. Looks way more modern. Feels like the animations are slower, which is a good thing in my opinion. Wait, that's it? Come on, I want more. July 28th. It's the day after my birthday.
Looks amazing. And there's
you know
more
what? That's
coming
actually
in
a really
July.
good date.
Last week marked the release of Street Fighter VI, a game we featured last year at Summer Game Fest. Well, the team at Capcom has an important update to share with you right now.
Cyborg Ryu?
I am the Advanced Artificial Intelligence.
Oh! For Exoprimal. Ryu's coming to Exoprimal. Guile's coming to Exoprimal. What the hell? Nice. That'll be interesting. Like, look, I'm going to be playing Exoprimal anyway, so yeah, sure.
I'm guessing Ryu from Street Fighter facing off against a dinosaur probably wasn't on your bingo card for today's show. That Street Fighter Cross Exoprimal collab will launch in the fall with the game coming out on July 14th. But guess what, guys? That may actually not be the craziest collaboration on the show today. Check this out.
There's nothing more powerful than imagination. We can shape the fabric of reality, transforming everything you may think you know.
This is Nicolas Cage. Yep, Nicolas Cage on Dead by Daylight.
That's right. Nicolas Cage is coming to Dead by Daylight in July. I mean, I don't know how these
We
things
already
happen,
knew this
but
one.
I figured the easiest way to find out is probably to go right to the source.
Nicolas
This
Cage
man's
coming up
bold
on
creative
stage.
choices have earned him an Academy Award and a few memes on the internet across more than 4 decades of incredible films. Please join me in welcoming to Summer Game Fest, Nicolas Cage!
Thank you, everybody. Thank you. Happy to meet you.
Nick, I gotta say, welcome to the video game world.
Oh, wow. Yeah, thank you. I'm so happy to be invited to your very, very cool club, everybody.
Finally.
How do you do, fellow kids?
A crazy, unexpected collaboration. I gotta understand, how did this come about?
Doesn't it just look like that? How do you do, fellow kids?
Game, but Dead by Daylight, I mean, how does this happen?
Well, it's a museum of horror, right?
Yes.
And when I make movies, one of my favorite genres is horror. And in this, and in that genre, there's a character, a murderous ghost named Sadako, who I think is amazing. And she made an appearance in this game, so that was good enough for me.
Okay. That's what, yeah, I mean, that's what's fun is you're playing one of the survivors in this game, and it's cool that, you know, it really is this museum of horror. Michael Myers, you said all these different characters all coming together. And you play yourself, or who do you play? So
I play this heightened, exaggerated version of a film actor named Nick Cage. He's going to a location thinking he's making a movie, and instead he wakes up in the fog. And in the fog, he's surrounded by crows and serial killers, and it's rather amusing. And there's something about it that I think, as a survivor, is like a bonding experience. It's a bit like hide and go seek. You have your 3 other teammates who are survivors with you, and it's teamwork. You're working together to pull through, and I like that. And so that was a large reason for wanting to do it as well, that feeling of bonding with your friends.
And you're fully in for this. I know we heard your voice in there, so you recorded lines for it and everything?
See, I want you to know when you're playing the Nick Cage survivor, I even have when you're choosing your skins,
he's a
I even say,
survivor?
always remember to dress to match your talent. I want you to know that you're with me, that we're one.
I thought he
that
was
we're
going to be a
fused.
killer.
And so it was
I
important
thought
to
that
me
was the
that
point.
everything I do, everything I say, from the scream to the grunt, down to the most minimal, exasperated expression of a sigh, whatever it is, it's my voice, so that we are fused.
All right. Bully method, Nick Cage. I love it. I mean, this is so fun. This game, as you said, is such an awesome kind of collaboration with so many different characters. For you, I mean, how did you find out?
I
about
like
Dead
a
by
lot of
Daylight?
Nicolas Cage movies.
Somebody
Not all
very
of them,
important in my
but a lot of them.
family
Yeah.
is a Dead by Daylight enthusiast, and that really put the hook in. Ha, pun intended.
Oh God, that was so bad.
See, Dead
No.
by Daylight to me was an opportunity to
Not like
branch
this,
out.
Nick.
I've never been invited into this space before.
Yeah.
I'm always looking for new adventures. So this to me was like, wow, I can make
I love
I can
Gone
make
in
a
60
whole new
Seconds.
audience, meet a whole new audience, and branch
Gone in
out
60
and
Seconds
go on
might
this
be one
Dead
of
by
my
Daylight
favorite of his-
adventure.
of his
I didn't
films.
say it
That,
took me
Face Off,
nothing but a split
Face Off,
second to
obviously
say
a
yes.
classic, so yeah.
And speaking about split seconds, what excuse me, what I noticed. Excuse me, sinuses, allergies. What I noticed
He has
was
the
that
same
every
problem I
movie
do.
you
I have
make
that same
when
problem.
you're doing this, when you're in the gaming space, it's time
Con Air,
down
yeah,
to the
Con Air
split
also
second.
very good.
It's a very immersive experience when you're acting out in this space because every move, every grunt, every sigh you make has to be timed perfectly.
National
with the
Treasure,
gamer's
that's
moves.
another one.
So
See,
that was
he did a
something
lot
I
of
learned
amazing
from this.
movies.
I'm always
People
looking to
meme on
learn
him,
something.
but he's done a lot of
We
amazing
love having
movies.
you in the
He's
video
just
game
also
world. We
done
wanna see
quite a
Nick
few
Cage
bad
more
ones.
games. So
Thank you. Thanks, guys.
Like I saw one of his
Nick,
movies a
thank you
while
so
ago
much. Hopefully the
where he
first
played
wedding.
like a
Nicolas
wizard,
Cage, great
and
to
they
see
didn't
you,
even
man.
do proper
There
makeup
you
on him,
go.
so he
Lock
just
it in.
he's supposed to be a wizard that doesn't have an eye, and so he's just
Now,
like
for all of
with
you
an
who
eye
wanna
closed
play
all the time.
Nick
It
Cage
was
in
really
Dead
weird
by
movie.
Daylight. The chapter officially comes out on July 25th on
I mean,
PC
that's
and
cool.
console.
I don't really
but
play Dead
PC
by
players
Daylight,
can
but
try
sure,
it earlier
that's
by
pretty cool.
downloading the player test build on July 5th. And here's an exclusive first look at Nicolas Cage in Dead by Daylight.
When you do a million movies, some of them will be good. It's almost like me and my live streams. If I just keep doing them, eventually I'll do a few of them that are good.
Damn right I made it.
Anything goes here at Summer Game Fest. All right, thank you very much, Nick. Now, lately we've been seeing an incredible number of video game adaptations, but back in 2019, The Witcher on Netflix, inspired by the Witcher book series, showed the potential of well-done adaptations, and later this month, Season 3, Volume 1 arrives, and now it's time for the world premiere of the trailer, introduced by Henry Cavill and the cast.
Hello, Witcher fans. We are all gathered here today to share something with you.
Be sure to tune into The Witcher Season 3. Volume 1 Volume 1 debuts on June 29th, only on Netflix.
Get ready to watch the world premiere of our brand new trailer for season 3.
I've been hearing some bad
Thanks
things
for tuning
about
in to the Summer
the
Game
next
Fest
Witcher
and
season.
enjoy the trailer.
What did Stream Elements do? I'm sorry. Is this that game with the knights? I forget the name. It's not. The Witch Hunt. This actually looks good. Witchfire Early Access launch September 20th, 2023. PlayStation VR 2. Smile Gate. Oh, it's the Crossfire thing. Yeah. Ugh. No thanks.
Let's go!
the biggest problem is with a lot of these super widescreen monitors? There's not that many games to support them. Remnant 2! Let's go, baby.
Destroy everything for all time.
I like what I'm seeing.
No turning back after this. You sure?
I wonder if this has crossplay. July 25th? So this comes out before Lords of the Fallen. I thought Lords of the Fallen came out before this.
All right, we have much more Summer Game Fest to come, including a first look at the gameplay of Alan Wake 2, the world premiere of the new season of Fortnite, Call of Duty Season 4, and maybe a few more surprises for you. As we go through today's reveals, use the hashtag #GamingOnTikTok to react to the news.
No.
I want to welcome everyone co-streaming the show live on TikTok,
Don't
Twitch,
use
YouTube,
TikTok.
and other
TikTok
platforms.
is cancer.
For those of you on Twitch, we also have a special Warframe Twitch drop, a free Steinax Warframe for watching more than 30 minutes of the show. Now, speaking of surprises, another legendary gaming hero is set to return later this year in a brand new game built from the ground up in a style that I think is going to get this fan base and longtime fans of video games very excited. Here's another Summer Game Fest global game announcement. New thrills with a classic feel.
New Sonic game. I don't know how I feel about this new art style. I mean, it looks alright, but give me Knuckles. Knuckles the man. Bringing back some of the spinball stuff. Sonic Superstars comes out on all platforms. All 2023.
How about that? A new standard for 2D classic Sonic that's bound to appeal to new and legacy fans alike. This past April, Honkai Star Rail launched, and as you're about to see, the game is bringing an exciting new character to space fantasy RPGs. However, we don't just have a new peak for current players, but also for those awaiting the game's release on PlayStation. Take a look.
Oh, the game's not out on PlayStation yet. Oh man,
I wish
was
this
looking
universe
forward
had
to
a
it.
few more things to do. Don't you get bored running across the map every day?
Team Trailblaze back from duty. Mission 1 accomplished. Where's our next stop? I can't wait.
I hate selling my liver to play a game.
From the boat!
I don't play pay-to-win games, too.
Great. Let me get warmed up. Strike first.
These visuals do look good, though. I'll
Need a
say
hand?
that.
My pleasure. Let's see some sparks fly.
Huh. Never mind. I miscalculated. Can you let me have some fun this time?
Final boss, your credit card. No, the final boss is your bank account. The credit card is like your special move. Your special move is the credit card, and then the final boss is your credit card's bank report.
Later this year on PlayStation. All right, inspired by the story of Pinocchio, Lies of P is a Soulsborne-like
Let's not go
game
that
from the
far,
team at
Ebenezer.
NeoWiz, which is coming to Game Pass, PlayStation, and PC this year. Well, if you're wondering exactly when, we have news to share with you on its release with this brand new trailer.
Geppetto's puppet. We need your help.
Lies of P. Let's see what it looks like nowadays.
Je t'ai rencontré simplement.
Copyright incoming.
Pour chercher à me plaire. Je t'aime pourtant. Ton amour ardent. Rien, je le sens.
The animations are looking a little bit better.
Tu seras toujours.
Let's see the gameplay though.
Je te fuis parfois, mais je reviens quand même. C'est plus fort que moi.
Is that another playable character?
Listen, pal. Nice landing, but let's not make it a habit.
September 19th. $72. Oh, the demo's available now.
That's right, a demo for Lies of P is now available across PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. Check it out and prepare for the release on September 19th. Now it's time for the reveal of a visually stunning new game based on a classic manga with a story and world created by one of the most celebrated anime artists of all time. This is one of those games that I feel lucky we get to reveal for the first time here at Summer Game Fest. And I think you'll be pretty hyped once you see the gameplay. All
But yeah,
built
the
in Unreal Engine
72
5.
hours
Here we go.
early access, big disappointment. I think that's going to become a standard pretty soon. Because people just accept it, so yeah. Dragon Quest. Is it Dragon Quest? No. Maybe? It's definitely Akira Toriyama. Yeah, you can tell it's Akira Toriyama.
She gets just
Sandland. I've never heard of this.
なあちょっと運転させてくれよ。
おやめなさい王子、こんな人間の機械。
いいぞ、やってみるか。
Pretty good though.
いいのか？
Stay tuned.
Sandland, get ready to become an unlikely hero in an adventure where you don't need to be human to save humanity. That's coming from Bandai Namco, and we're excited to see more of it soon. Independent games are such an important part of the industry, and one thing that's very important to us at Summer Game Fest is supporting those creators as well. After the live show, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I'm8bit and Double Fine with some incredible indie game reveals. Now, one of the biggest independent publishers is Annapurna Interactive. And later this month, as part of Summer Game Fest, they'll be revealing a number of ambitious new projects. Let's see how many you can figure out in this little tease.
Stray. This is that game that you guys always want me to play. This is the card game. This one I don't remember. What the hell is that mech game? June 29th.
I wonder what that was at the end. We'll find out later this month. All right, next, we're stepping into the world of Throne and Liberty, a free-to-play PC and console MMORPG from NCSoft and Amazon
that
Games.
plays
with
itself.
An always-changing environment, massive scale, PvP,
Why play this
PvE,
video
and the ability
game?
to
It
transform
plays
into
itself.
creatures to battle across land, sea, and air. Here's a look at Throne and Liberty.
Oh, man.
Our guiding star has shattered. Its shards scattered across the world.
I'm sorry, but a video game that plays itself kind of like defeats the purpose of a video game.
An ancient evil searches for these lost fragments, destroying anything in their path. You must find them. Harness their power and put down this threat once and for all.
The storm is coming. Now, guys, listen. It's pay to win and it's autoplay. Would not recommend. Free to play, pay to win, autoplay. What do you mean tech test? The game is out. Oh, for consoles.
Looks great. I also want to say hello to everybody watching on Steam right now. I'm sorry we don't have any free Steam Decks for you right now, but on June 19th, Steam Next Fest does return, giving fans a chance to try out hundreds of new in-development games. One of them is the free-to-play medieval fantasy sword fighting game Warhaven from Nexon, which lets you transform into supernatural
this looks interesting, but it's Nexon, so it's probably going to be pay to win and all the usual stuff. I can't wait to be, you know, for the next couple of weeks where I'm going to be going through YouTube and muting all of this. It's going to be great. I don't understand why they want to use so many licensed tracks in games nowadays. Play for free, June 19th.
Hey, this is not.
Why can't I?
Oh, this is that game that basically stole Gang Beasts because Gang Beasts didn't do anything.
Pilgrims, summer is coming, and with it, a lot of cool stuff will make its way to Dying Light Tuesday Human. Get ready for darker, more dangerous nights and roaming volatiles, complete with improved parkour, rolling out with the next update in June. Then, right after that, we'll kick off an event season like you have never seen before. Trust me, for one of them you will want to get your butt barbed wired. Very soon, you will get the deadliest summers to date.
Ooh. Crash Team Rumble, Psychonauts 2. Yes! Cloud Gaming! Woohoo! Yeah! Bring on the cloud! Actually, no, never mind. Guys, cloud gaming is the future. Clown gaming.
Welcome back to Summer Game Fest. Isn't that great, by the way? Crash Team Rumble is going to feature playable Ripperoo and Engine, Neo Cortex's right-hand guy in Season 1. Now, it's time to change the topic and descend into madness. Joining me is a guy who was last on stage at the Game Awards 2021 to announce Alan Wake 2. He's come all the way from Finland. Please welcome from Remedy, Sam Lake.
Oh, look, it's Max Payne.
Good to see you.
It's Max Payne
Looking
guy.
Dapper as always.
Thank you. Thank you.
Well, we are so excited because when you announced Alan Wake at the Game, or Alan Wake 2 at the Game Awards, you said 2023. We are in 2023. It's coming this October, and we are so excited about this, Sam. I know it's been a long time coming for fans and for you. 13 years since the first Alan Wake. So tell us a bit about what can we expect in the sequel.
It's been quite a journey, yes.
Yeah.
Alan Wake 2 is Remedy's first survival horror game. We have two playable characters. It's a 50-50 split between them. They are on their own separate terrifying journeys through two different worlds, and yet it's all connected. And the player gets to switch between them at given points in the story as they choose.
Yeah, we saw, obviously, at the PlayStation event, you revealed Saga, the second character. Tell us a bit about her. She's in Bright Falls, and she's sort of living a narrative that Alan has written. Is that right?
Well, that's a good question to ask going into this. So, yes, we have Alan Wake, our title character, of course, trying to escape from the nightmare dimension of the dark place. And then we have Saga, our new hero, FBI agent,
coming to the Pacific Northwest small town of Bright Falls.
She's called
together
Saga?
with her partner, Alex Casey.
Okay. So how and they're somehow linked in some way, right?
They are coming to investigate
Yes.
a series of ritualistic murders.
Okay.
And very quickly, the investigation turns into a nightmare when they discover pages of a horror story. Maybe written by a certain missing writer.
By the initials AEW.
And this horror story starts to come true around them.
Interesting. So obviously, it's Alan is still going to be playable in the game. You're going to experience his journey, but Saga, this is sort of new character, and there is that sort of link. Tell us a bit about. You said split 50-50. Do they have separate missions? How? Because I think you can play them in sort of different sequences or orders if you want, right?
Yeah, we go into the experience playing as Saga, and it's a sequel, but it's also a standalone experience. We are not expecting everybody to do homework if they have not played the original game. This can be enjoyed as is. Saga doesn't know anything about the lore, about the supernatural in this world. She will be going in very quickly. She has to learn to survive. And with that, all the players will be on that journey with her. And then we open up the experience so that you can hop to play Alan Wake in the dark place as he's trying to find his way out. And you can keep on playing as Saga in the Pacific Northwest as the investigation goes on. And you are free to switch between them. There are a lot of connection points in many surprising ways, but there is no right way to play through this. You can choose. You can go on as Alan all the way close to the end, or as Saga, or you can keep hopping between these two sides of it.
Well, you're always so good at kind of telling challenging, interesting narratives in unique ways. I mean, Remedy's always been known for that, and you especially, so we can't wait to see how these stories intertwine, I'm sure, throughout the experience. Today, though,
I like
know
Max
you brought
Payne
with
guy.
you some gameplay
nice-looking
of
guy.
Saga's adventure. We're just going to see a raw
Reminds me of Max
segment of the
Payne.
game, right?
Yeah, raw gameplay for the first time ever. This is early on from the experience.
They're hyped, Sam. They're ready for it. So tell us, what are we going to see? What
supernatural forces of darkness have brought the murder victim, in this case, back to life as a monster. And Saga is outside Bright Falls at Cauldron Lake, trying to find him and stop him.
Okay, with that, let's take a look at raw, unedited gameplay from Alan Wake 2. Thanks, Sam.
Thank you.
Man, we need some more bitrate on these shows, dude. That's like my biggest complaint about these shows. Is like, look, you need more bitrate. I can see all of the artifacting and stuff. Come on.
Sounds like somebody's home.
That didn't appear to deal that much damage. Oh, that did.
Stolen his heart!
Dodge rolling, it's a Dark Souls game. Headshot.
A cultist. A monster. Like Nightingale.
I'm not all Team Zero.
The text on the heart is clearer now. Legible. I knew it would be here. Like I saw it in a dream.
I'm glad you're on this case with me, Anderson. Killer left a message.
It's for us.
We were all trapped in a horror story. The horror story wanted us dead. There's something I'm forgetting. Something important. Something's not right!
A long time coming, but Alan Wake 2 looks incredible. Thank you to Sam and Remedy for that first look at gameplay. Now let's get a first look at the co-op campaign of Warhammer Space Marine 2 from Saber and Focus.
Oh, hells yeah!
We're facing a Tyranid splinter fleet. They engaged us on 2 planets.
I gotta play
Avarax
this one.
And Kadaku. I'll be straight with
Space Marines!
I have my reservations about your reinstatement. There could be questions. Will that be a problem? No, Captain. Tyranids!
Hells yeah, brother. I love the first one.
Is a ton of service. Xenos inbound! Eviscerate this abomination!
I declare exterminatus!
Come forth and be slaughtered!
Hells yeah. Do we have a release date on this one yet?
Open the gates. Care to see if we can slay more Xenos for the Chiron? I thought a piece of that statue would offer more sport. Hold them back, damn it! For Ultramar! For the Emperor!
This winter. Bro, there's already another game I want to play in the winter, though. God damn it. You guys know I'm going to be playing that, crap, I forget the name. Project Relink. Final Fantasy Relink. Oh. What is this? King's Quest? Brave at Night presents My Potatoes. Yes, Your Grace. That looks interesting.
Beautiful indie game, yes, Your Grace, Snowfall. Now it is time for another global game announcement, and this one comes from the minds of Saber Interactive, Focus Entertainment, and yes, horror master John Carpenter. It's a brand new world, a brand new story, and looks like a heck of a lot of fun. Check this out.
Here comes another content ID claim.
We gotta be ready. Nobody half-asses it this time. Ruby.
Friggin' Bon Jovi, really, dude?
Mark.
You gonna do me dirty like this?
5.
The Bon Jovi cover?
3, 2.
Here it comes.
1.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
Toxic Commando. It's a zombie horde game. Bro, I'm getting so many copyright. I'm about to get copyright struck. Lose my channel for watching this. That is wild. I'm about to lose my channel, guys. I'm gonna have to start a new YouTube channel next week. Oh my god. I mean, the game looks fun. I'm not even criticizing the game. I'm just like scared shitless of losing my channel after watching this.
More unexpected collaboration. Sean Carpenter and Saber with Toxic Commando. That looks tons of fun. You guys think any of those zombies made it? I don't know. All right. Well, this August brings the long-awaited full 1.0 release of Baldur's Gate 3. And today, a new member is joining the cast. We're about to see the reveal of Lord Enver Gortash, the commander of a mechanical
really
army
good,
of
by the way.
Steel Watchers. He's a second antagonist and is voiced by a familiar name.
Larian Student's pretty cool. I love the
Enver
playthrough that I did of
Gortash,
Divinity with
swearest thou by Balduran's blade to defend the citizens of Baldur's Gate from enemies within and without?
You are soon to witness the people of Baldur's Gate granting me complete power over them. A new age is upon us. Gods have mercy on those who would stand in our way. A mad dog understands the yank of the leash and the hand of its master, but it cannot be an equal. You can be my equal. There's an old wisdom. A brittle alliance can never be mended. It can only break. I want to lead this city to glory, not scorch its earth.
Friends, allies, to my side. Let us usher in a new dawn. This city is mine.
I'm not ready to call you enemy. What do you say? Shall we be allies?
August 31st.
You said it was under control.
It isn't you I answer to, Gortash.
Baldur's Gate 3 is on track, Sven tells me still, for the end of August, and we can't wait to check that out. All right, this fall, Marvel Games and Insomniac are set to bring Spider-Man 2 exclusively to PlayStation 5. Sounds like you guys are a little hyped, so to tell us more is Brian Intihar, game director at
He didn't even
Brian,
wait. He just
thanks for
went
coming
in.
by. I know you much for
Thank you
stopping
very
by. I know you got a lot of work to do. Wrapping up the game, and we'll check it out in October. Thanks, Brian. We got our date. All right. Now let's take a look at Pal World, a multiplayer open-world survival crafting game where you can befriend and collect
The
mysterious
memes.
creatures called
I
Pal,
can't believe
who
this
can
game
also
exists.
fight. In other words, it's kind of like Pokemon with guns. And
I can't believe this game
then
exists.
We're going to look at the Land of the Morning
There
Light,
is
a new
no
expansion to Black
shot.
Desert Online, which recreates the mythical folktales from Korea's
There is no
Joseon
shot
Dynasty,
this is
and
a
some
game,
huge bosses
dude.
too.
It's like Pikachu, but with a machine gun. Did you guys remember when I did the reaction to this video? It is so wild. This thing is one of the wildest things you've ever seen. If you guys haven't seen this game yet, it's gonna blow your mind. Look. Yay! What, just a minigame? Give me the friggin' sheep with the machine gun. It's a ridiculous. Look, Gundam barrages. It's like, why make friends with the Pokemon? Just fucking shoot them. Oh my god. The thing is, I don't believe this will ever release. There's no way. There is no way that they are going to deliver on half of the things we've seen. I don't believe it. Is this an MMO? Okay. Oh look, it's Akuma. Black, there's an online? Okay. Land of the Morning Light. Available June 14th. Pre-order now.
Our story is more than what hobbits and elves know.
What's this?
It is time we told it ourselves.
What the fuck is
With
this?
hammer and axe we mine and scout. Across Middle-earth, delving for riches. Yet the greatest treasure remains out of our reach. Moria.
Okay, bro, I gotta play this. What is... I wasn't aware that this was going to be a thing.
Come, my fellow dwarves. Rally together.
Who's making this?
We took back our home.
Return to Moria, fall 2023. North Beach? Who are these people? I've never heard of them before. I want to play a fucking dwarven game, bro. Of course I do. You kidding me? Hurry the game, yes.
All right, now we're going to look at an exciting new mobile game from a legendary franchise.
He said mobile. Oh my god, another Final Fantasy mobile game? Haven't you learned your lesson yet? Bro, haven't you learned your lesson yet? A fucking mobile game? Oh, no. Matt at Gaming, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat. Appreciate the support. Thank you. Yeah, it's Ever Crisis. I think it's called Ever Crisis anyway. Why can't it just be like a fucking console game? Because we can't monetize on consoles because people make a big fuss about it. We put it on the phone, nobody protests. We learned from Diablo Immortal. That's how it works. My disappointment is immeasurable.
Pre-registration for Final Fantasy VII
and my
Ever
day is
Crisis has
ruined.
just started, and users will have the chance to participate in an upcoming closed beta test. Now, speaking of Final Fantasy, no. Today during Summer Game Fest, DoorDash has your back. Bro,
what the
free
fuck?
burrito when you order from Taco Bell using
Jeff,
the code GameFest.
you
Plus,
bastard!
Plus, a chance to win a Final
How
Fantasy
dare
16
you!
prize pack. DoorDash, stay in your game. Yep,
Jeff,
we gotcha. All
what
right.
the fuck,
now here's
Jeff?
A look at the game we did
What is
last
wrong
year at
with you?
TGA. Banishers, Ghosts of New Eden, the story of two ghost hunters in the haunted wilds of North America.
God damn it, Jeff. Why would you do this? What's this again? I wasn't paying attention. I was too busy being mad.
Death to the dead.
Don't nod.
We are banishers. We end suffering for those who live.
This looks pretty good.
We bring closure to those who don't. I want us back, Red. I want revenge on what killed me. I want to live.
This looks pretty good, dude.
As the man says, we face a choice, simple and awful.
I banish you. Death to the dead.
Do we kill? To be together again?
Or do we part forever?
Come out, wherever you are. Come on, show yourself.
Red.
Every bloody time.
Banishers, Ghost of New Eden, end of 2023. That looks decent.
それで今回の指令はあなた好みの単純な力仕事です。ある人物を警護していただきます。頼みましたよ。コードネーム上流。大丈夫か？
ええ、お待たせしてしまって。
トラブル発生。車はまだか？
Otaku Gamer, thank you very much for the souls. Tip of the hat.
お前らも今回り右すりゃ無事に帰れる。さもなきゃこれから起きることは全部お前らの選んだ結果だ。
お前の名は
俺に名はない。
Like a Dragon Gaiden, the man who erased his name. Number
9. Good morning, Stanley. It is 7:32 a.m. I hope you have a productive day.
change username to just Stan.
Adjusting morning wake up. Good morning, just Stan.
Base to Capsule 12, come in. You there, Stan?
Green across the board. Looks like we're good.
Definitely a leak here, Tim.
How long has it been now?
3 years. 2 months and 17 days. What sort of operation are they running down here? He shouldn't be here. Someone there? This doesn't make sense. There's someone else down here. No.
Stan! Are you there?
Under the Waves. Doesn't seem like my kind of game, but looked good.
It's a beautiful new game, Under the Waves, and today, incidentally, is World Ocean Day. Fun fact. All right, next, Call of Duty. Well, there's a new Call of Duty coming this fall along with Warzone Mobile.
It's time
Today
for
we're going to give you
break.
the first ever look at Season 4
anybody needs to take
of Modern
a bathroom
Warfare
break,
2
now's
Warzone
the
launching
time to do
next
it.
week.
You go
Here's your
ahead.
first look
I'll
at
wait.
Bondle, a new Warzone location
We'll wait
with
for you
points of
guys to come
interest,
back. Don't worry
including
about
medieval castle, a soccer stadium,
If you need to go
and
get
an
some
abandoned
snacks, now's
zoo.
the time to do that
Yep.
too.
It's all happening. Check it out. Here you go.
I need to this is actually a good time for us to take a few notes. Because I haven't been taking notes and I'm going to be forgetting things. Let me just see here. So we saw Remnant 2. Return to Moria. JV Doc, thank you very much for being grossly incandescent as a thing. Really appreciate the outstanding support. Thank you. Thank you very much, sir. Tip of the hat. Appreciate it. Thank you. Prince of Persia. I don't know if that's going to be for me. It was nice that it was revealed. I guess we can put it as like a nice thing. What else did we get that we were interested in, team? Baldur's Gate, yeah, Baldur's Gate. Sandland looked cool too. Sandland. Baldur's Gate 3, of course.
Season 4
The
next
Warhammer
week.
game, that's what I was
Today is a
forgetting.
big day for video games, but
Space
also a
Marine
huge
2.
day for Porsche. The iconic German automaker turned 75 years old today. And to celebrate their contributions in the automotive and gaming space, and we've all raced a 911 in some point at a game, Xbox has teamed up with Porsche for a limited edition run of 75 consoles inspired by 6 famous Porsche race cars. And I'm thrilled to debut the first design here today, inspired by the Porsche 963 that's racing this weekend at the 100th running of the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Let's take a look.
Oh yeah, I love Throne and Liberty. I can't wait. Actually, it looks like I can because the game's already live and I'm not playing it.
And here it is. The Porsche Xbox Series X. These
I'll be
custom
real,
consoles are not for sale, but you
that
can
looks
enter for a
fucking
chance to win one
horrible.
right now at PorscheXboxSweepstakes.com.
Like, no joke.
Make sure to stay tuned for the
That
Porsche
looks
and Xbox
like I'd
social
rather
channel
buy.
for additional
I'd rather
opportunities
buy the
to get your hands
default.
on these special consoles. All right, next, Phoenix Labs are building the next great entry into the cozy farm sim genre. We all like a cozy game
Hey, farm.
inspired by classics like Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley. Previously announced for Nintendo Switch, there's now some exciting
Looks like
news
a
for PC
popcorn
players too. Let's take a look at Faith Farm.
Bro, how's Phil Spencer gonna approve that shit? It's a fucking
Dinosauria's
popcorn
been treating me
box,
well.
dude.
Days pass so quickly. Before I know it, they turn into seasons. It's been a breath of fresh air.
I really like
think
the art
we found
style.
a way to get cozy and settle in.
I like this type of art style, but I don't think I'd like the gameplay.
But
I'm not into
there's
Animal
something
Crossing type
more
games.
I've been itching to explore. Realms where magic comes to meet
I
us.
think the closest to this that I'll want to play is
we're
the
prepared,
upcoming Fantasy
we can
Life game
face
that's coming
anything.
out. That I want to check out. It's going to be my first Fantasy Life
So,
game. I
what do
forget
you
when that's
say?
coming out, but I want to play that for sure.
There's so much yet to discover. Are you ready?
We promised variety. There it is. Faith Farm and Mortal Kombat in the same show, only at Summer Game Fest.
Good
now,
job.
please welcome Ben Brode, Chief Development Officer and flannel enthusiast at Second Dinner, the developers behind the popular collectible
Marvel
card game
Snap.
Marvel Snap. What's up, Ben? Man, you guys have been on fire. Last time I saw you was at the Game Awards when you won Best Mobile Game. Seems like you've been very busy. We're excited about the Spider-Verse content you've been doing. Lots going on over there, right?
Yeah, it's been exciting. We've been doing a bunch of new features, some of the wildest cards we've ever made, and
Jesus
Christ, some new game modes. Yeah.
Yeah, new game. Is that a segue, Ben?
He's like,
certainly. Yeah, I'm excited to announce Marvel Snap's biggest update ever. We have a new game mode coming next week. It's
the
Conquest
fake excitement.
Mode. It's a
Jesus
great
Christ,
way
Ben,
to get
bro.
a super
Relax,
competitive
bro.
experience and some exciting new
Bro,
rewards.
relax.
But you don't have to wait till next week. If you haven't tried Marvel Snap, go download it right now on your mobile device or early access on Steam.
All right, Ben. I
No.
love the enthusiasm, Ben.
I don't think I will.
That's you. Made for YouTube. All right. Well, we heard you brought something fun.
Hey
with you for us
guys,
to watch.
you guys enjoying the Summer Game Fest? Holy crap, dude! Look at this amazing show! Oh my God, this is amazing! Yeah, dude, look at Marvel
but
Snap!
some people-
Holy shit!
And maybe you've had this experience, Jeff. Some people lose.
Hey, fair.
And I like to think it's because they
I
suck.
don't believe
no offense,
you.
Jeff. But sometimes it's because they might just be a little bit unlucky.
Cue the tape.
Oh, snap.
Okay, I don't have an ideal hand of cards here, but that's fine. I'll see what I draw in future turns. Anyway, let's reveal the first location.
Labuntus 1. Each player destroys their deck.
Okay, I guess I will work with what I have. I'll play Medusa on location number 2. She gets +2 power. And let's see the next location.
Clover Dangerfield has a 25% chance of destroying your cow.
Okay, well, I mean, 25% isn't that bad. And it's gone. Okay, well, I have some powerful cards in my hand, so I can just wait. Let's see the next location.
The Big Barn. Players cannot play 4, 5, or 6 cost cows.
You gotta be kidding me.
Also, if you don't play a card this turn, you have 0 friends.
Now you're just being mean.
Still to come, we're going to look at Immortals of Avium from EA Originals and Ascendant and the world premiere.
that'll be
First look at
interesting.
Chapter 4, Season 3 of Fortnite Wilds. Now, if you're looking for the smartest way to level up your gaming this summer, compare top credit cards side by side with NerdWallet and start maximizing your cashback rewards on everything from Wi-Fi to headsets. Now, here's a look at King Arthur Legends Rise, a new cross-platform UE5 game for mobile and PC, a Fantasy Squad RPG adventure that is available to pre-register today.
He said the M word. He said the M word. He did. He did it. Did you guys hear him say it? I heard him say it. He said the M word.
Arthur, I have sacrificed everything to save your kind.
Is he a Nilidari? I've sacrificed everything. Is that supposed to be Excalibur?
Ancient evil. Fight with honor. Vanquish the wicked. And you may prove worthy of your legacy.
It does look like a Raid Shadow Legends ad. Actual gameplay footage. Look at him go. King Arthur Legends Rise. Pre-register now. No, I don't think I will. Early access begins this summer. What is this? Wayfinder? Or whatever it's called?
Wayfinders.
Yep, Wayfinder.
Do you remember the fall?
I'm interested.
The gloom descended on Skylight. You
I'm interested
rallied
in
to
this
protect the beacon and paid a terrible price. You fell, and the world was broken. Remember who you were, who you are, and return to us.
This world needs champions.
When is this thing getting released anyways? Become a founder. Play Wayfinder, get early access this summer. I'm guessing the early access is only on Steam. I'd like to get it like on PlayStation for convenience. Wait, you get to go to space in this game now? I'm so confused. Oh, this is the Unreal editor. I was like, wait, what?
Humans, bow at the feet of your future emperor will face annihilation.
Steve, seriously, you don't stand a chance.
Turn-based 4X. Conquer the galaxy.
Project under construction.
Stellaris Nexus.
What do you say, guys? One more game?
Good morning, scavenger. Scan your surroundings to retrieve and recycle anything that could be of value to Scavax.
Space Trash Scavenger.
Captain's log. Stardate 43152.4.
Ooh, new Star Trek game?
Our fleet is cautiously entering hostile territory. And the crew is standing by in case they want contact.
Has this one been announced already?
We are the Borg. Lower your shields and surrender your ships. Your culture will adapt to service us. Resistance is futile.
Hey there, Summer Game Fest 2023. It's Will Arnett here. Yeah.
It's BoJack Horseman.
Right?
Yeah.
My buddy Anthony Mackie and I have been working on this for some time now. We're really excited to share with you Twisted Metal, which is streaming only on Peacock starting July 27th. And I'm very excited to share a sneak peek of the character of Sweet Tooth, who I had the pleasure of voicing. Hope you enjoy it. Check it out.
Okay.
Who hasn't dreamt of duplicating oneself in order to multitask? This new hack and slash game with a tactical twist allows you to do just that. Brought to you from France, here's the world premiere reveal trailer of Lisfunga, the time shift warrior, coming later this year to PC.
Lisfunga. Chunk.
Goddess of time. Receive my light, Lisfunga. Let this power flow through you and fight again alongside your past selves. I'm here again. That's another me. I look good. I rewind. I begin again, but with another me to fight with.
You're coming with me!
Looks interesting.
You're not the only one who can be in multiple places at once.
I will become Legion and crush these demons.
Lisfunga.
Onwards.
Time shift forward.
I can feel that there are more.
PC exclusive.
Very cool independent game. All right, next up is a brand new IP from Ascendant Studios, a single-player, first-person magic shooter called Immortals of Avium. It's fast and fluid. It's an FPS in a fantasy setting, kind of like Doom with magic. It also has a great cast led by Darren Barnett as the main character, Jack, and he joins us now. Hey, Darren.
Hey, guys.
Great to have you with
How you
us.
doing? Thank you.
This is such a cool game, super high production value, spectacular gameplay. Tell us about the guy you play. You're the main character, Jack, right?
Yes, I am playing the main character, Jack, as seen behind me. He is a battle mage that controls all three forms of magic, triple threat. He's brash, he's funny, but he gets the job done.
Well, it's the gameplay, as we've seen, is just so fast-paced. There's so much action in it, with all the spells, the spell casting, and the magic. What can you tell us about the story and sort of how this battle mage, Jack, comes in? He sort of becomes a battle mage, right?
Yeah, he kind of comes from nothing. He's, I guess they call him a street rat is what he was. But he, during a time of intense trauma, he summons the power to control magic. Becomes part of the Immortals, which is like the elite Navy SEAL squad of this world called Avium, and they are in the middle of an Everwar fighting for the control of magic.
Okay. You have a great cast.
It's
Yuji
the
Torres in it.
originals.
Lots of amazing actors in this incredible, really high production value game that's coming out this summer. We don't have to wait long for it. And I know you brought something with you to share today, which is a gameplay sequence, which is one of the most epic sort of parts of the game, right?
Yeah. So this
Why
is a
would you show
wild
one of the
part
most
the
epic
game.
parts
This
of the
trailer's
game?
going to be showing you the Immortals
It's a
and
terrible
myself
idea.
confronting Sandrak directly, who is the top villain of this game, and trying to end the Everwar. And it's taking place in like one of the most badass levels of a video game I've seen. We're battling on top of a 400-foot mech in the middle of the ocean as it moves around. It's wild, so let's take a look.
All right, let's take a look at some brand new gameplay from Immortals of Avium, which comes out this summer for PC, PS5, and Xbox. Thanks, Darren.
Thank you.
I'm curious about this one, though.
Sandrax
good.
literally pushed us to the edge. Everyone that can fight already is. And we're still losing.
The thing with me is that I'm more of a third-person type of guy. I rarely play first-person games.
Welcome aboard, Immortal. What's our bearing, sir?
North by northeast, 5 knots.
We'll catch him, sir.
Prepare to repel boarders! Airship's got a cockpit! Action station! Action station!
Get to the control room and protect Selco. Zendara and I will hold off the Rashanians down here.
Got it. Gotta get to the control room.
The thing to me is looking at a level like this, I'm always thinking like, how much freedom do you have? Like, can I jump into those ships and stuff like that? Because it is a magical game with all of these like grappling hook magics and stuff. Well, it looks like the grappling's pretty limited. It looks like he has like 4 spells he can choose from looking at the left side there. Oh no, there's more. Left trigger is used as like a skill selection. Yeah, I think they're trying to pull off a Doom vibe, but with spells. It looks like he's got different
I want to be an
magic
immortal.
types, and he swaps
I want to
between
fight this
them to
war
get the
as one
ammunition.
of you.
You're what's called a triarch. The Pentasod has gifted you with the ability to manifest all 3 colors of magic.
We're only going to
It
win
actually
this
looks
one together.
interesting.
Sigil up.
Love that we get to show you guys so much amazing raw gameplay today, and that game looks incredible. Coming out this summer from Ascendant and EA. Now,
I mean,
one
I do
game
have
that
access to
constantly
the EA
reinvents
Creators
itself
Network,
is
so I can
Fortnite.
just,
And tomorrow, Chapter
grab that
4,
when it comes
Season
out,
3
probably.
Wilds launches. And today, Summer Game Fest is debuting the cinematic trailer to preview the season. The center of the island has collapsed, revealing a vast hidden jungle with ancient secrets to discover. And of course, there's a whole new Battle Pass lineup where you can unleash the power, yes, of Cybertron. Here we go.
Cybertron? I would love to be into Fortnite because like these updates actually look really cool, but it's like I don't care about Fortnite at all. Oh, it's the Autobots and Optimus Prime. You get an Optimus Prime skin. You're 30 years too old for Fortnite? Yeah. Wilds. That friggin' Optimus Prime skin looked
Fortnite
really
Wilds
cool,
launches tomorrow. Well, finally, guys, it's time to get to our grand finale. And it is a deep honor for me to present this game. What you're about to see is a world premiere trailer that gives us a new look at an expansive world we can't wait to explore again.
Please, no.
This game comes from
Please
a
don't be
studio that
16.
surprised the world and redefined the RPG genre with its iconic characters and rich storytelling. And I want to thank them for this trailer for one of gaming's most anticipated upcoming releases.
Uh-oh.
The rumors were true.
We're still here at the scene of this terrible
Rebirth
disaster caused by a massive tornado which swept through sectors 0, 1, and 2. Amidst the wreckage of the expressway, search and rescue operations are already in progress.
I want to play this thing when it comes out again, for sure.
Wow. Just look at it all. It's so green. Even after everything we've done to it, it's still going strong.
It may look that way, but in reality, it's barely hanging on.
Was wondering, what's Cloud been doing
it feels
this past
much
5
more
years?
open than
Where's
the other
he been?
And you're asking me this?
This is gonna sound crazy, but as far as I know, Cloud was never in Nibelheim 5 years ago.
The life stream. It is the very essence of our star. The blood coursing through its planetary veins.
According to Hojo, they're connected to Sephiroth. Shadows of the Mad, I believe he called them.
Sephiroth was in Midgard. We fought him. Whatever happened, he's alive.
But why come back now? After 5 years, doing who knows what?
Well now, think we woke it up.
Angered it, more like.
Feast your eyes on the Turk's latest and greatest, Elena.
She may be new, but she's still a turtle.
Damn, that looks good.
What the? Keep her away from me!
They say she's a monster, that she can peer inside you, into the very depths of your soul, that she can become those you hate, those you fear, those you love.
Reunion.
You murdered my dad! You burned my village!
You know that I killed her. So, who is she?
Damn, dude. Early 2024 and 2 discs. Thank you.
There you have it. That was Final
Fucking
Fantasy
hell.
VII Rebirth coming early 2024 to PlayStation 5. Nomura-san, thank you so much. All right. That's going to do it for Summer Game Fest, our live showcase. But that is not the end of Summer Game Fest. Stay tuned this weekend for updates on many more games during SGF Play Days, a hands-on event for media here in Los Angeles, including Cyberpunk 2077, Phantom Liberty, as well as the Xbox and Bethesda showcase on Sunday. Right now, though, stay tuned for Day of the Devs from I Am 8-Bit and Double Fine, which celebrates
So
the
we're not
independent
getting
game
the
culture
demo
with
yet.
a number of new game
Rip.
reveals over the next hour. We'll see you this summer, later this summer on August 22nd for Gamescom opening night live in Germany, and again in December when we come together here in Los Angeles to celebrate 10 years of the Game Awards. Thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you soon.
All right. Let me just grab my notepad here. So I know that a lot of people are going to say it was a bad show. I don't think the show is that bad, though. I can already tell from the way things usually go with this that people are going to go like, oh my God, the show is terrible. I don't think it was that bad. There were a couple of things that I'm interested in for sure. There was Remnant 2, Return to Moria, Sandland, Baldur's Gate 3, Space Marine 2, Lies of P, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. So, you know, it was all right. Not really short and sweet. It's like 2 hours long. You know, it was all right. There were a couple of interesting things in there. There was the whole thing about like there were quite a few mobile games, which is always a little bit frustrating, but it is what it is. That's the direction that the industry is going in. I'm thinking if I should do a stream on Lies of P right now. I could download it and then just like stream in about 30 minutes or so. I think that could be interesting. Give me a second. Give me a second, guys. We'll change this. I can. I will set that up. I can't wait for all the Content ID matches to start swooping in, though. That'll be gorgeous. Let me see here. I'm gonna need like a good Lies of P thumbnail. Damn, there's not a whole lot of good ones here. Guess this one? Yeah, this will work. Straight up steal that real quick. Okay, I'm just going to set this up. Right, save this. Then I'm going to change the time. Let's make it like 10:30. Today is June 8th, right? So we'll make it like in about 30 minutes. That way you guys don't have to wait that long. I should be able to download it within the next 30 minutes, maybe. I'll make this public. Done. Save. Boom. Good to go. And I will just very quickly. Guys, if you enjoyed the show, do remember you can hit the like button. Really, really helps me out. Thank you all very much for the outstanding support that you guys showed today. I really appreciate you. Never feel like you need to do that, though. I really appreciate it. But, like, just... you don't have to. Thank you. Oh, crap. I forgot to change the... mistakes were made. There's a Final Fantasy 16 thumbnail on the stream. Shh, you guys didn't see that? Okay, I'm saving this. And guys, we'll be back in about 30 minutes. Thank you all very much. I'll be back in about 30 minutes. I'm going to... this live stream will automatically send you to the next stream. So thank you all very much for hanging out with me today. We'll be live tomorrow probably with something else. I'll put up some streams and whatnot for tomorrow. There's definitely going to be some content in the channel. Thank you very much for the support. And I'll see you guys in a bit. It'll be about 30 minutes, and then we'll be here with Lies of P. Thank you.